This is Blazers All Access, an inside look at UAB basketball with head coach Andy Kennedy. Blazers All Access is presented by Viva Health, part of the UAB health system, and by Mountain Dew. Do the do. Here's the voice of the Blazers, David Crane.
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the first Blazers All Access of 2022 with head coach Andy Kennedy. I'm David Crane. The Green and Gold tipped off conference play last weekend here at home and went 2-0. UTEP got things started last Thursday. Coach, it's always a challenge to come back from the holiday break, get everybody back into game shape. Last week was especially challenging, wasn't it?
Well, we had the break, and it was much needed, and then they come back, and then, this Omicron, which has affected really all of college basketball, certainly had its effect on us as well. It was an unusual week. We didn't really know from a personnel standpoint who we were going to have available for UTEP. We were able to get a couple of guys back on game day. They had not practiced. Our preparation had certainly been challenged. But overall, man, the guys, I thought they came out and they took the right approach. As a result, we had a convincing win to start off league play on the right foot.
It was a different-looking starting lineup because of all of the uncertainty. Mike Ertl, boy, he really came through for you, didn't he?
He was terrific. Jelly was one of the guys that was in COVID protocol, and as a result, Mike got to start at the point. We needed some senior leadership, some stability at that position, and boy, did he play well. I thought he really shot the ball well, played with a lot of confidence, and made huge plays for us in a role that we desperately needed.
Opened up a double-digit lead in the first half and really kept the Miners at arm's length in the second, and that's when Taven Lovin really came to life for you.
I thought he was terrific closing the game. We got some dribble penetration late in the clock, and Taven did what he does. He is as good a finisher as there is in Conference USA. We're trying to get him back. If you remember, had an ankle sprain early in the game against West Virginia, did not play against Valley. So it would have been about 2 weeks since he'd been in game action. I think he started off a little bit slowly. He had some conditioning issues. I didn't think he was playing with a lot of pop, but down the stretch, man, made huge plays. I thought we did a good job of getting him the ball where he could finish at the basket.
Blazers shot an even 50% on the night and hit 8 threes on the way to a 75-62 win over UTEP at Bartow Arena.
Give it away to Jackson at the point, dumps it inside Jemison, spins and dunks it to start the scoring. Dribbles out high with it, returns it near side to Brown. Quick three up and good. Jordan goes right with it, dishes right corner, Ertl, three ball up, got it. Far side to Johnson. Jamal cradles the basketball, lobs it inside, Buffin goes and gets it, he'll lay it up and in. Jamal gives it to Walker, he'll get to the foul line, stop, pop the 15-footer and hit. Well, he'll drive now, he'll scoop it up with a right hand, it rims out, no good. Ronji Gordon the rebound and the putback for two. Ertl in the right corner, that's a long two that's up and good. His first 2-point bucket of the night. Flips it away to Lovin. Taven drives, free throw line down the right of the lane, scoops it up short, got his own miss, stick back, yes, and a foul. Out high, nearly threw it away. Lovin saves, drives the left side, high off the window, he gets it to go. It's away to Walker, far side, he'll bounce it, foul line to Buffin, leans in, little 8-footer up and good. Right to Taven Lovin behind the defense, and the windmill slam for two, and a timeout call. Left side to Lovin. Taven lobs it to Jemison, left of the lane. Hooks it in the paint to Lovin, who lays it up and in.
The highlights are brought to you by Viva Health.
You weren't thinking about a Medicare plan back then, but at Viva Medicare, it's been on our mind for a long time. And we know a thing or two about making Medicare easy. That's why our plans have $0 copays for primary care physician visits. So when the time comes to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that focuses on the things you're passionate about, we'll be here for you. Viva Medicare. Enjoy life without the worry. Learn more at vivahealth.com/Medicare.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
After taking care of business on Thursday, UAB started the new year by welcoming UTSA to Birmingham. The Roadrunners were opening league play after their first game against Middle Tennessee State. Coach, was canceled due to COVID.
Yeah, it kind of put us a bit of a competitive disadvantage. We're playing Thursday night. They're typically going to play Thursday, travel Friday, play us. So we're working on a one-day prep, and they were working on a little bit more than that. Now, the other side of it is they had not played basketball in quite some time, and I thought they looked a little sluggish out of the gate. I thought our guys were terrific in their approach, pent their ears back early, and had them on the ropes right from the start.
Keaton Wallace, Javon Jackson finally gone, and the Roadrunners really didn't have many answers, I didn't think, for your defense.
You know, I thought we kept them out of rhythm. You know, our whole theme is to be disruptive. When we're disruptive, we're a good basketball team. And I thought, for the most part, our ability to not allow them to catch a rhythm, stole the ball in the open floor, made some plays, and then offensively I thought we were really good, especially early. Shared the ball, got open looks, was able to finish at an efficient rate.
We'll talk more about him in our next segment, but KJ Buffin just missed a double-double for you, 20 points and 9 rebounds.
He's really playing well. You know, we talked about it early in the season. Is when we brought him here, he came here because he wanted an expanded role. He wanted to have an opportunity to be an impact guy on a winning program. Well, he has an expanded role now, and the way in which he plays is going to impact how successful we are. He's playing like an all-conference player early in league play. He's starting to stay out of foul trouble. It is so valuable to have him on the floor as we try to close games. He's doing a great job of pursuing the ball off our offensive glass and much better at finishing through contact.
Held the Roadrunners to 35% shooting for the game. You also knocked down 10 more three-pointers. Which pleases you the most?
Well, they're both valuable. You know, we're doing a good job of sharing the ball. When you see that you have an assist per every 2 made field goals is a good sign for a coach, which means the ball's being shared. I thought Taven was really good. We talked about him in game 1, his ability to finish, but in game 2, 6 big assists. Really good downhill, drawing penetration to pitch to open players. We had a number of different guys step up when their number was called.
Green and Gold led by 18 at the half and by as many as 31 in the second half. 87-59 the final. Here are some of the highlights from the first game of 2022.
Tucker gets it into Germany. He'll bounce it back. Stolen by Walker. Lays it up and in. But now Ertl with it. Swings it right side. Walker. Catch and shoot. 3 is good. Walker underhands Lovin. Driving. He'll scoop it up and in for 2 by Steve Henson. 21-16. Tony right side with the 3 that answers. Bounces it far side to Aliu. He'll penetrate. Get into the lane. Scoop it up. Got it blocked away out of bounds. Lovin hooks it underneath to a block for the 2-hand slam. Watches Jemison. Jordan cuts into the paint, spins, fall away, 12-footer, good. Works his way into the forecourt with it to Buffin, driving the left side all the way to the bucket for the easy lay-in. Kills the dribble, needs some help, throws it away, top of the wheel, Lovin takes it away to the other end, and the right-hand jam. In the ball game, 66-41, they get it into LeBlanc, point-blank range. He floats it up and in with the left hand. Thought about a 3. Instead finds Jackson in the paint. Down the lane he goes, he'll scoop it up and in. Ertl's got it, top of the wheel, steps into a long 2 and hits it.
The highlights are brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Regions Bank.
Blazers 12-3 overall on the year, a perfect 2-0 in Conference USA. Here are Children's of Alabama stats for the 2 games last weekend. UAB shoots almost 50% overall, better than 39% from 3, right at 69% from the line. Holding the opponents to less than 37% overall, less than 30% from 3-point range. Blazers out-rebounded both teams last weekend. The assists fairly close. Turnovers also fairly close. And UAB coming up with 14 steals in the 2 games. Coach, you sort of combine those 2 games, and I really thought it was 2 total team performances by your ball club.
That's really the strength of our club. You know, we do have quality of depth. we've got to stay locked in. You know, I go bananas sometimes because I feel like we have slippage, and in order for us to do the things that we want to do, that slippage has to be eliminated. It's going to have to be eliminated this weekend as we travel to Texas against two quality opponents, starting with North Texas. You can't make mistakes against quality people. It's hurt us some early in the season. Hopefully we've learned from that moving forward.
Mike Ertl led the way, 18.5 points per game, including 7 made threes. Jordan Walker averaged 15 points. He added 6 triples. But KJ Buffett is our difference maker this weekend. He averaged 14 per game. We talked about it. He's been so solid as of late and seems to be a lot steadier for you as well.
You know, passion's good. Emotion sometimes is bad, most especially in college basketball. He's a very passionate player, and sometimes he would allow that emotion to become detrimental to his performance. He's staying out of foul trouble. I think he's doing a good job of understanding the importance of his role to this team. I've really been pleased with his aggression offensively. We've been trying to get him to be more aggressive. He scores 20 points the other night. He was very efficient doing so, and he's always been a good defensive rebounder.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Regions Bank. This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Legacy Credit Union.
It's now off to the Lone Star State this weekend as UAB visits North Texas on Thursday. Then it's off to Rice for a Saturday afternoon matchup. The Mean Green, 8-3 on the year, 1-0 in conference after knocking off Rice last week. North Texas did the league proud last year. They won the Conference USA tournament, then knocked off Purdue in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. What does the Mean Green look like this season?
They lost a couple of guys that were valuable players on last year's run, an amazing run. Grant McCaslin does a great job with his team, and the DNA is the same. They're going to be very, very scrappy. They're not going to give you anything free. And then offensively, they're going to play late in the clock. We call it score early, score late. If they have an opportunity in the open floor, they'll take advantage of it. Otherwise, we're going to have to sit down and guard late into the clock. They do a great job off dribble penetration and spray to three-point shooters. A very efficient three-point shooting team. They've got an inside-outside attack. They've got a power forward in Thomas Bell, who's much like KJ Buffin for us in his ability to make plays off the bounce. Tremendous challenge, but also a tremendous opportunity as we get into league play and these numbers become more relevant. We're sitting here today at 47 in the net. Around 48 in the Ken Palm and about 38 in the BPI, the Basketball Power Index from ESPN. Those are the only three numbers that I really pay attention to. This is a quad one opportunity because North Texas is a top 75 net opponent on the road. Huge opportunity for us, and let's be honest, we don't have a lot of those in Conference USA. We've got to take advantage of the ones we're presented.
You mentioned the efficiency on offense, but it seems like the defense is really what they've been doing well as of late. They've won 6 straight coming into the matchup and haven't allowed 60 in any of those games.
Yeah, in one of those games they go and they win at Wichita State, a very, very impressive win against a future American Conference opponent. They're a good basketball team. We're going to have to play well to give ourselves a chance on Thursday.
Good memories, though, from Denton a season ago.
It was. You know, we went in there and played the back-to-backs. Mike Ertl, I remember, was tremendous. They do a good job. I respect the North Texas program, and I know they'll have a lot of faithful in the building. There'll be a good energy and tremendous opportunity for us, as I said, road opportunity. We'll see how locked in we are.
Tip time, 7 o'clock on Thursday from the Super Pit. CBS Sports Network will televise the matchup. Then it's 3 o'clock on Saturday. That game will be available on Stadium. Airtime for pregame on the Blazers Sports Network, 6:30 Thursday, 2:30 on Saturday. Best of luck this weekend.
Hey, thank you, David.
For head coach Andy Kennedy, I'm David Crane. Thanks for being with us. Happy New Year, everyone. Join us next time for Blazers All Access.
Blazers All Access has been presented by Mountain Dew, Do the Do, and by Viva Health, part of the UAB Health System. This has been a presentation of the Blazers Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.